Welcome to our YouTube channel. It is another weekend for our weekly analysis where I talk about what I expect of the market the previous weeks and what actually comes to fruition. So without taking much of our time, today's date is 5th of January 2025. Happy New Year to our subscribers. We have a productive 2025. So to our new subscribers, you guys are welcome to the family. So this is how we'll do it. We talk about what happened in the market the previous week and what will happen the coming week. So at the end of the week, we do a kind of review of what actually happens, what we said will happen, and what actually comes to fruition. So today's date is today's date is 5th of January. This is our first analysis in the month of January and in the year of 2025. So without wasting much of our time, the analysis for today will be what I personally will be using for on the 6th till on the 10th of January 2025. So we start with our bellwether, which is the dollar index. So these are our dollar index. As of last week, I said I will be sticking to the previous week's buyers. That was the analysis I made on the 23rd of December 2024. Yeah. So on the 29th, the analysis I made on the 29th, I said I'll be sticking to the analysis I made on the 23rd. So therefore, what I was watching was 109 big figure and 109 big figure and 109.5, and if you could see a movement into 110 big figure. So at the end of this week, the market price traded into 109.5. So 109.5 has been taken. So that means I'll be watching 110 big figure. So how do I decide with this? The year is pretty fresh, right? So I'll be watching 110 big figure as long as the market price remains above remains above 108 big figure. As long as the market price remains above 108 big figure, 108 big figure or 108.500, but I'm expecting 108 big figure to serve as a support to the price that will take us and that will catapult us to 110 big figure. So let me mark my 110 points. No. Okay, let me clone this. Then I will change the coordinates. So 110 big figure. So that'll be what I'll be watching the coming week. That is all on dollar index. But as long as the market price still remains above 108 big figure, that'll be what I'll be watching. Let me take this one off now. Let me take this off. Oh. You go off. Then let's go to our cable. GBP USD. As of last week, I was interested in the previous week's buyers as well, So I was interested in 1.24 thousand. Yes, so I was interested in 1.25 thousand and 1.24 thousand, 1.24459. 24459 happens to be the low. The low here. No. Okay. Um, so to cut the long story short, 1.24459 has been taken as well, and 1.24219 has been taken as well. So the next level I'll be watching. I think I had called 1.23 thousand on cable. I've been having 1.23 thousand on my radar for a while as well. So let's see if we could see a movement into 1.23 big figure. So as long as the market price trades below 1.25, okay, then I will use 24,500. As long as the market price stays below 1.24500, I'm expecting you 1.24500 to serve as a kind of resistance to the price that will take us into 1.23 thousand. So I'll be watching 1.23 thousand the coming week, if you can see that much. Yes. So if I'll be going bearish, I'll be going for 1.23 thousand. Let me mark this. 1.23 thousand. Let me change my color to pink. Yeah. So 1.23 thousand. Let me change the coordinates. 1.23. 1.23 thousand. So, and as long as the market price remains below 1.24500, then I'll be interested in 1.23 thousand. But the moment 1.24500 gives way, I'll be considering these highs here. I'll be considering this high and the movement into this little volume imbalance here. We have a volume imbalance there. So I can see a volume imbalance here. So this is a volume imbalance. So that's what I'll be watching personally. So let's go to our fiber Euro USD. On Euro USD, I've been interested in 1.03800, 1.04500, and 1.03800. So both levels, 1.3 and 1.04500, 1.04 thousand, 1.04500, 1.03800. Every of this level has been traded into. Every of these levels has been traded into. So how I personally view markets like this, I'll check what is happening on the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, I'm seeing the market price going into this, into a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So this is a BC. The same way we have a CB on the dollar index, so we have a BC here where I'm watching on the monthly charts. So what I see, this is what I see. That's what I see the market doing. So I see the market trading into the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So will that level held the price? Not until the market starts trading fully before I could decide on that. But on intermediate, on the D1 chart, I'll be interested in this. So the market is still around the upper quadrant of the monthly buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So I'll be expecting 1.03080. No. 1.038800. Yes, 1.03800. 03800 to serve as a resistance of the price. That will take us at least into 1.0200. 1.0200, and if you could visit 1.01,000, but 1.0200 is the lowest hanging fruit. So I'll be expecting 1.03800 to serve as a resistance to the price. That will take us into 1.0200 and 1.02,000. Sorry, 1.02,000. So that is that. Then let's go to our US 500, S&P 500. Last week on S&P 500, I was interested in the market going towards 6100. Sorry, yeah. I was interested in the market price going towards 6100. 6100. But the market price dropped. But still yet, I'll be sticking to the same buyers. You know why? Because the market price still trades above this BC here. So it's still above. The market price is still around the upper quadrant of the BC. So until the market price closes below that BC before I could consider anything being bearish on S&P 500. So what will I be watching the coming week? I'll be watching this little segment of what is it called, of a BC. So I'll be watching the BC around that area, around 6,000. I think, yeah, I'll be watching 6,000. The BC around 6,000. Sorry, the CB, sorry, is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So the CB around 6,000. So let me bring it out so that you can see what I'm pointing out. So this is the So I'll be expecting a movement into that area, because I have an immediate immediate rebalance here. Yeah, but the market price has traded back into that level because that level has been fully delivered. So I'll be expecting the market price going towards 6,000. So as long as the market price stays above this BC here, I'm interested in the market price visiting that CB. Yes, visiting that CB. So if that CB is not able to be delivered, then I'll be coming down here. I'll be coming down into 5,700, but till when the market opens. So on US 30, which is Dow futures, I was interested in the market price visiting 40. I was expecting the market to deliver 41 last 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks ago I was expecting the market price to deliver 41,000, but as of last week I was interested in 43,500 and 44,000. 43,500 and 44,000. So 43,500 was short of some pips, and the market could not go higher than that. Now we are back at the lower quadrant of the market price. So then I'll be interested in 42,000 the coming week. The lowest hanging fruit will be 42,000 to 41,500. 42,000 to 41,500. So 42,000, 41,500 is what I'll be watching the coming week, because I'm expecting the market price to take. I'm seeing the sell side liquidity here. So since it was unable to climb this up, it should be able to deliver this for us. All the same, when the market opens, I will have a clearer picture. Then to our Nasdaq. On Nasdaq last week, I was interested in 22,200, 22,200, 21,000, and 20,900, because I was expecting 22,200 to serve as a kind of resistance. So the moment 22,000, the market price keeps trading below 22,000, then I'll be interested in 20,900. So 20,900 was equivalent to the movement into this, the consequence encouragement of this week here. So the consequence encouragement of this week was where I picked the level of 20,900, was the brain behind 20,900. And if you could see a movement into 21,000, so 21,000 has been taken and 20,900 has been taken as well. So what will I be watching the coming week? As long as the market price stays below this green shaded area, then I will be interested in the market price delivering 20,600. If you could not see 20,600, these lows should be taken. That will be 20,700. So I'm interested in 20,700, 20,600, and if you could see a movement into 20,500. So as long, let me repeat myself, as long as the market price stays below 22,200. Only then. Okay. As long as the market price stays below 22,200, Abi. So the easiest level of making my decision on is when the market price crosses the consequent encroachment of this particular CB that I had shaded in green, because the moment it starts going that way and the CB holds the price, that means it has turned to an inversion fair value gap. But presently it's a kind of reclaimed CB to me. Okay, let's go to gold. The level I was interested in gold was 25,000. 2550. 20,550. So that is the level I was interested in on gold. 20,000 2550. So 2550 was not taken. 2550 was not taken. Fine, because the market price was unable to take out this BC here, buy side imbalance, side efficiency, right? Then what are we watching the coming week? Can I make a decision here? Not that clear. What did I just say? Gold is not yet clear to me. You had me right. I'm not guessing. So I'll be watching the market's reaction. This is how I'll make my decision. With gold, I'll be watching this. So I'm watching this CB here. This CB. I'm watching this CB. If the CB serves as a resistance of the price, then we'll be going back into 2600. But the moment that CB has been taken and it turns and happens to be an inversion fair value gap, then I'll be going for 2700. That is how I will make my decision. That is how I will make my decision on what? On gold. So the level I will be interested in is how does the market reacts to the what? To the CB here. So how the market reacts to the CB, to this CB here, if the CB happens to form and serves as a resistance, then I'll be interested in 2600. But the moment the reverse is the case and the CB holds the price and automatically becomes a support to the price, then I'll be watching 2700. So that will be what I'll be watching on gold. Is either I go for 2600 or I go for 2700. So let's go to the last but not the least, which is the BTC. BTC last week I was watching 92,000. Yes, I was watching 92,000. 92,000. 92,000 has been taken because I categorically mentioned that I need to see this level being taken. So there is a kind of source liquidity around that area, and that liquidity has been dug into. That was why I picked 92,000. Yeah, but I'm interested in 90,000. I was expecting the market price to at least give us 90,000, but it does not give us 90,000. The 92,000 was taken. So the coming week I'll be watching 100,000 if BTC could revisit 100,000. I'll be watching if BTC could deliver 100,000 to us. If this BC here, the BC we have there, we have a BC here, this is a BC here. So if the BC becomes reclaimed, it has been reclaimed, then I'll be going for 100,000 on BTC. So I think that'll be all for now, because also if I'll bear any heat on it, if I'll be bearing any heat on this, I'll be interested in this. I have my eyes on this BC as well. So that BC should be able, as long as the market price trades above this BC here, the market price stays above 96,000, sorry, the market price goes above 96,000, then we should see 100,000. But if 96,000 has been broken to the downside, then we are going to 90,000. That is all. No two ways about it. So at this junction, I'll be calling it a day. I will be calling it a day. If we go 100,000, we should be able to see 100,000 101. At least we should be able to see 101. You should be able to see 101, because those are the level of liquidity, a level of inefficiencies. Sorry. So at this junction, I will be calling it a day. Thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for coming this far with us. Really love and appreciate you guys. As the year starts, trading the forex market could be very, very, very risky. The fact that I put my money behind it doesn't mean you should do the same thing. I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything I mention in this video is for educational purpose alone. So this is how I'll be watching the market. This is my personal view about the market for the coming week. Thank you for coming this far. Trade responsibly and have a productive year ahead. Love you. Bye for now and be safe.